What's up, y'all? It's your boy K with the AKA Mr. Getting It Done. We're here at Benos One Gym, and I am joined by none other than the Golden Dumbbell King himself. You know who he is. You know him. You love him. I'm talking about none other than Andrew Jacked, king of this mountain over here. Real talk. Brother, how you feeling?
Oh, I feel good. Feel excited to be back in school. Get some knowledge from one of the greatest.
Crazy.
For me.
Well, we about to train some legs today. How do you feel about that?
Amazing. Awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like no one can wake me up at 8 o'clock in the morning in Dubai to come train. Not even to come train, but to come train legs. It's a no-no.
I'm not worthy.
But there are just a very few selected people that I can't say no. Instead, it's an opportunity to grasp onto, because you never know when it will come back again. Last time we had something was 2021 back in Florida. So it took about 2 years to have another one. So I'm hanging on to this one. I will hang on tight to this one.
Well, hopefully we'll have a good time, and technically I hope we don't disappoint you. We're all going to try to do some legs today. I feel really good about that. I'm glad you were so kind to be ready to do this with us. How you feel?
Waiting for you. I feel good.
He said, waiting for me. Listen.
I feel good, bro. Like me, this has been my routine 2 years ago before I switched to bodybuilding. Train, fasted. Yeah, I feel light. I feel energized and flexible, so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit what you do then when you say you come in light, energy, and flex, like training fasted. In the morning on empty, and you train legs like that.
I train everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I train everything. Yeah, I feel more energized even. You know what I mean? Yeah, because for me, I have a very slow metabolism. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I have food, it takes me about 4 to 5 hours before it goes down.
Okay.
So but if I'm empty, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's open up with a series of movements.
Yeah.
Personally, I like to start with a hip abduction. Let's get a rhythm going. Let's get 5 sets in there, right?
Yeah.
20 and 20. And we'll start feeling this thing and we'll start opening it up.
Yeah.
2. Let's go. 3. Yep. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What? I'm back.
10. 11, 12, 13, 14.
Or use the Samsung, I think it's better.
16.
Yeah.
18.
But Samsung, it's 8K.
Yep. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nice. 8. Let's go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes. You go, I go. You go, I go. Warm it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 19, 20. Oh, this is 3. This is 3 or 4.
I think 3. Yeah.
Yes. Oh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Oh. Let's go. That's what it is. You don't see them. You're crying today, right? Let's go. 1,
I think he slept here.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yup.
I'll go for the last one, yeah?
This is 5.
Yeah.
Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 19. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20.
I want to add something to this now, right?
Cool, awesome, yeah.
Kick back.
Kick back.
Yeah. Can I share with you? Let me show you this shit.
You want to go the old school way with the leg curl and then you kick?
On the... $18, 19, 20. Okay, question. I know it looks kind of weird.
No, it's not weird.
But there's an addition that this thing helps you get.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
Gave.
You know what I mean? It forces your hamstring to work more to stabilize this thing to stabilize this foot to stabilize this padding
on your foot,
on the bottom of your foot.
Yeah.
That makes your hamstring work a little bit more than I actually feel alive on that hoist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Technically, old school, I didn't have that.
Exactly.
But this,
we had this, yeah.
And I was able to go a long way with this.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, if you,
I know what you're saying, bro.
If you don't mind,
nah.
I mean, you know,
I'm with you, bro. Like I know. That's why I said old school way or the other one way.
2, nice. 3, nice. 4, nice. 5, 9, 6, come on, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. 5. Flex that hard. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah. Double effect.
So
Yeah.
there's a larger benefit to doing this like this instead of over there.
Yeah.
That on a big man like you, in time becomes the thing that starts to close the door of opportunity for those smaller guys that are standing up to you from the rear.
Yeah.
It is very, very. There's a part of me that if I could just like say, "Oh, give me what you got for like a fucking week." Oh my God, this is crazy. Because you got, I mean, damn.
Yeah.
But here we go.
Yeah.
To articulate what that is, though, is something that takes more skill than I think I have. But so here on stage, from the rear, this.
Yeah.
So one leg back, bop. But the ability to this here.
Yeah.
This is where I'm aware. When you kick your leg back, your glute is already supposed to activate, right?
Automatic, yeah.
But being able to have the command to still be able to
Body hands,
to connect here and to start to work in a way, it's different than doing your leg curls. It's different than doing your even your squatting. It's almost like this here. So here we go. At the top, your glute is going to contract, right?
Yeah.
But getting it down here, there's a twist on the ball of my foot that activates. It talks about the presence of activation on my hamstring.
Yeah.
Right? And this shit here, everything. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I see the twist you're doing. Yeah.
13.
It's like you're twisting and squeezing at the same time.
14. 15. Now somebody else might discount this as minutia. 6, like what the fuck are you talking about? Some gay ass looking exercise.
You put it down on the notes.
But when you put these things together, they become a complex system that explains how I believe a person with a longer femur bone is able to cover, starting to fill out some of this development detail work.
Choreography into the workout.
He said, yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. On the next one. Same thing. Same thing on the side. Same thing on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep your pelvis straight.
Okay.
Try to keep your pelvis square. Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because you want to stay here. Keep this angle.
Okay.
Don't start leaning and twisting.
Okay. I need to work on my hips more, because I think it's a reflex action, yeah.
So you feel in your hip? Your hip is
No, like it's on its own, yeah, reflex. Yeah.
4 sets.
Yeah.
20, 15, 12, 10. And it really wasn't even like, it's like, this is just this activation, technically, the last one.
Yeah. Okay.
2. And you're right, it may feel easier to do on one side
Yeah.
than the other.
Yeah.
But the thing, I guess, is to certainly fight through that. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right? Here, if I go down here like this,
Yeah.
I change the angle.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to do that. I want to stay up here. I want to try to keep right angles in my knees.
Okay.
In my
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Wow. 17.
Come on, Kyle.
18.
Come on. 19. Come on. 20. Good.
Become this system of neurological awareness that begins to bleed into the better functional use of every other exercise that I start to use for my hamstrings and my glute. So by the time I'm squatting, I'm able to activate my hamstring and my glute in a way that I wasn't able to do before that. In time, the overall payoff for me was something that I'll talk to you about in a minute. Let's go. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, nice, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, nice. 2, 3, nice. 4, 5, these look good. 6, let's go. 7, yep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good shit. Whew. What you feeling? He said,
Hamstrings and the glutes.
he said, I'm out of here. Those kickbacks, and then we add to that now a stiff-legged deadlift variation that's just really focused on your glute. But we kind of need to be able to go right into that, from there into a light.
Okay, how about the Smith machine?
This red one here?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Smith is not, it's not what you need. All right, so check it. There's,
Yeah.
so we got hip abduction now, right?
Yeah.
So when you're doing that, right, your glutes become an intermediary, your glutes.
Yeah.
So the contraction of your glute is what? When your knees come apart, it's your glute that's becoming like my hands, right?
Yeah.
And the idea is to, even though we step away from the hip abduction, we come here, and even though our feet are not moving on the floor,
Yeah.
the idea is to still activate your glute and your hamstring,
Yeah.
you know, at the top of this movement. So it's technically a contraction.
Yeah.
That's your glute at the bottom of your spine, reaching to your hamstrings,
Yeah.
and as it pulls and contracts,
Yeah.
it's your glute. The contraction starts with your glute into your hamstring and radiates that contraction upward that allows your body to stand erectly.
Yeah.
But if somebody were to see what you're doing, it would almost look like you're opening your knees,
Yeah.
you know, to do this exercise.
Yeah.
But you're not.
No.
You get me? Because the goal is to almost activate your glute, then your hamstring, in an effort to erect your upper body. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So going back and forth between here and there, 3 sets, 20 reps, is one of those things that allowed me to teach my personal awareness to activate those muscles in that way.
Yeah.
So now when I'm on stage, I think in time when you're on stage, the benefit is not just pretty movement. The benefit is what starts to become the development in those specific ways that starts to me, it starts to become development in detail that really starts to put a look together on with command of your instrument that starts to close the door. You get me?
Yeah.
On other athletes that are very, very thick and dense there.
Yeah.
And even though your physique is pretty and you got a lot of muscle everywhere, when you say, hey, so in these comparisons from the rear, standing straight up, you know, there's a door of opportunity that's offered that you don't want to offer.
Yeah.
You know? And rather than somebody saying, yo, man, you need to get bigger. It's not a question of being bigger. You're tremendous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But filling out these areas in through this way, to me, particularly from the rear, is the thing that if it were me and I had what you had and I could get a chance to do this shit all over again, dude,
It's a wrap.
like that's like, you know, because it's not a question of like your chest and your shoulders and your back and your arms needing to get any more tremendous than they are. You know, it's like just subtle tweaking technically in those key areas, you know, that would allow you to stand up from the rear and become even like
Different.
Yeah, like
I know.
So here we go. All right.
Yes.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not a professional sports commentator. Who gives a fuck what I say? However, if it were me and I had to do it all over again, I think you're more talented than I. 7, 8, 9. So a lot of people think about deadlifts in the traditional sense of just picking the weight up from the floor and using it back. I'm actually trying to do an abduction, a hip abduction, with my glutes and my hamstrings.
Yeah.
Let's get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here you go. If you had a border down. So if you had a semimembranosus, semitendinosus are the parts of your hamstring and your leg that are they represent the muscles on your hamstring that are like the inside, the inner border of your femur. So if this is my femur bone, and I had 2 femur bones here, we open up the aspect that's more medial, that's inside. Those muscles of your hamstring that make up your hamstring that are inside, technically, when you stand up from the rear, they're visible. They're visible from how the fuck do I'll show you on the diagram. But my point is to activate your glute and your hamstring there, with the focus being there. I don't have to use a whole lot of weight to get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, if I'm a 500-pound deadlifter, chances are when I'm doing this exercise, I'm not even going to come near that. Because to really 20% of that is almost too much in order to be able to still have the command of control on those, of flexing those muscles specifically to get the activation that I'm looking for.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get you.
This becomes like a pre-step 2, 3. This becomes a step that we're doing to fire the glutes. 8, 9. Because to do this, we'll put the right mechanics.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yo. That's it. So glute kickbacks. Glute kickbacks, hip abduction. Obviously, if you do this exercise by yourself, a lot of times people think they're doing something. But for the next phase, and I think where kind of want to go when you're trying to take your, like, I remember when you're getting ready for the Olympia, it was like, Yo, man, I had this page
Yeah.
from Flex Magazine that have
Yeah.
an image of Ronnie Coleman from the rear, right?
With the butterfly.
Whew. Yo, man, never in your life, at least at that stage of my career, had I ever seen, you know, such an elite level of muscular development and conditioning
Yeah.
that even for the most elite in the game, and until that point in the continuum of competitive bodybuilding experience, you know, what Ronnie Coleman had, you know, at that time in his career and just at that time in the sport was something that was just, it was really next level, right?
Yeah.
And I think what happened was at the top of the food chain, when you looked up and saw that, that really went a long way in, like, at least for those athletes that were aspiring to develop and one day come into their best.
To your best, yeah.
That served as an example, you know, of what upper excellence looked like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And even though at that time in my development, I understood that my quest could not be to have what Ronnie had exactly. I couldn't be Ronnie, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I use that though as at least a point of reference, that served me well in like trying to find out and develop for myself what will become a really good standard for me.
Mm-hmm.
So in my mind and my notes that I used to journal with in that time, I just call it that, it's this lights out effect. So I'm saying this to share with you that image kept me up at night. There were times when I got ready and I had the shrine put together on top of my on my step mill. I had a step mill in my living room. I had a little apartment in Brooklyn, but I had a step mill. I didn't have a couch, but I had a fucking step mill.
Oh, wow.
Right? And I'm saying this to say that I would get up, had the shrine on top of my step mill, and I would walk on the step mill and look. So I'm saying this to identify that I later called this thing lights out. And I felt like for me, what I needed to do that in time became the way to build more dense tissue in that area. Like, you'll see examples of guys that a lot of times people will see development in their glute and it'll take for granted that, oh, well, that guy has low body fat, low subcutaneous water, you know?
Yeah.
And the truth is to be actually what a physique at your level, and certainly at that level, what you had to have was a lot of development, dense tissue, right?
Yeah.
Dense tissue that becomes the product of work.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's sometimes that people will deadlift or they'll bench heavy. They'll do a lot of the traditional muscle building exercises to build muscle density in their chest and their arms, and they say, but what a lot of people, when I was coming up, had to get an understanding of was in order to get detail like that, separation like that, you couldn't just, you know, take a water pill and all of a sudden one day, once you piss all the water out, it's going to be there.
Nah.
You can't just say, okay, well, I'm going to diet away all the body fat, strip away the subcutaneous water, and then guess what? That is going to be there. It's not. What will happen, though, what you needed to do was develop the muscle, dense tissue, by doing very specific exercises, right?
Yeah.
That in time, when you built enough dense muscle tissue there, and when you strip the subcutaneous fat, subcutaneous water, there you go. Now, I know I don't have to tell you that, but for me, I didn't have thick glutes to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people talk about genetics and all of that. Most people need to be sucking dick instead of talking about genetics. Why? Because they're talking nonsense.
They're talking shit. Yeah,
you
true.
know?
Yeah, true.
If you have genetics enough to get started, I believe, then you can always make improvements.
Yeah.
You know? So for me at this stage of my career, what I had to do was I had to teach myself how to develop tissue in that specific area. So I had to do glute specific exercises that, even though a lot of times the right thinking mechanics were not naturally offered to me.
True.
I had to learn how to think and troubleshoot my way through. So in order to activate my glute, I learned that it didn't start with my hamstring. It didn't start with stiff-legged deadlifts. It didn't start with walking lunges. It didn't start with even heavy squats. Because without the right awareness and how to use my instrument, I wouldn't know how to activate them enough to get the benefit of squatting heavier or deadlifting heavier.
Yeah.
The thing that bridged the gap for me was learning how to do the hip abduction, and using the hip abduction not as an exercise that I just did, one or three sets, and it's in my program and I did them. No, I had to use that hip abduction to help me learn how to fire my glute, how to activate my glute, and then when I would do a deadlift, or when I would do a step up, or when I would do a lunge, or when I would learn how to do a walking lunge, or by continuing to focus on getting these mechanics and learning how to activate my glute, it became the doorway to allow me to more effectively use even that deadlift that we just went through right now. And I'm convinced that without doing that first and doing it enough, I was able.
It won't work.
Yeah, because you can very easily do that.
Yeah.
You could do a deadlift or a variation of the deadlift, and you won't know how to tweak it enough for you. In other words, to customize the exercise for you, so that you can activate your glute and force your glute to reap the benefit of over time becoming thicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, those things, when I thought about how I could try to improve my game to be better from the rear. Back then, you had an image of Dorian and Nasser at the Olympia, the year that Nasser just from the front, from the side, this dude was like crazy.
Yeah.
But then from the rear,
Dorian,
and specifically from the spinal erectors to the floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now Nasser had amazing calves. He had legs that were ungodly, hamstring. But what was going on in the glutes and the spinal erectors were like, in time, they became like the thing at that time in the sport, where it was like, yo, man, how do you develop that?
How do you do that?
You know, how do you get that developed, dry, and conditioned? Some people say it's a PED game, but it's not that. It's more than that. You get what I'm saying?
It's work. It's hard work.
So I'm sharing this with you because I thought it was very significant to me. Yeah. So what happened was, I never saw that as like, I had to do. Now you may not. I'm looking at your mechanics and everything, just looking at how you are obviously well beyond where I was.
Yeah.
When I had to walk through putting this routine together for myself.
Yeah.
To address how do I make my glutes thick and separated enough to stand next to quads that I could make even more conditioned and separated, and create a physique that would be ultimately my way of saying how I could advance in my career. Yeah. You are well on your way beyond that. If it were me though, and I had what you got, man, I feel like I would kind of sit there in spades, because it's that place. It's from the rear, from the floor to the waist, spinal erectors, that really starts to say a lot of things. I mean, now technically, somebody can say, well, a person can improve their lats, their lower lats. You have such a beautiful taper. You know, you're a shape king. Yeah. On top of being a mass monster. Yeah. Technically, you know, guys like you 40 years ago were like a dream. You know, people would talk about it in theory. Yeah. Could you imagine a guy with the condition of the blade? You know,
all put together.
Put together with someone with the proportions of a flex wheeler. You know,
like someone said that Andrew is, if Ronnie Coleman had a baby with flex wheeler, and then one of them cheated with Kai Green, you will have Andrew.
Man, I'm like, I don't even belong in that equation, dude, at all. That's like, sounds rather nasty. But but certainly, Jesus. Brother, you're something that is the sport. It speaks to the sport's credit that you are there. Yeah. You know, and to have this opportunity right now is an honor for me. So let's get this.
Come on.
Yeah, wait.
Look who's talking. It's Bro, I'm the one who's supposed to be like saying this because one, I'm a work in progress. But like you said, I'm working on the knowledge which you guys drafted because you was working on processing or building the knowledge that will help you to do this. But now I'm working on the knowledge you have already done. That's it. See, so hey man, it's for me. I mean, it's an honor and privilege to learn these basic things that I need, not I want. I needed, like on this and that. Standing here, like I'm shaking already, but you know, I just have to like put myself together. But the effect of today's like workouts is not just the movement, but the intellectual part too, the guidance, the direction, the instructions. Everything is like it's working together. It's like putting the whole dots together in the puzzle. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Think somebody would say that no one could say that you need more size anywhere.
yeah.
You know
No.
what they could say though is, damn, if he just puts it together, man, that year he brings it together. Technically,
Yeah.
is what you know. I know you as the athlete in question is working for that and you know working to produce that. But what the fan, the enthusiast at home, you know, is quietly saying like that year, man, I want to be there. I want to be in that number. I want to see it when you do. I remember back when. We didn't see you coming. I remember seeing and you came out to Florida.
Yeah, I came out to Florida.
I was like, oh shit, you know, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And
I told him I'll be there. He thought I was like joking, and yeah. For me, if I want something, hey man, I'll go get it. And the thing I'm more interested in is knowledge.
what you should be.
Yeah.
What you
knowledge.
should be.
Yeah, it's knowledge.
I remember when you can't. I'd seen you on Instagram, but I mean, I didn't. You know, there's always like these. You know, people always look amazing by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, but then I remember being in Florida, and then I didn't quite get it. I stopped at the gas station one moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like,
Exactly. I told him, bro, I'm heading to the gym. Hope you come in there.
oh,
Yeah.
I mean, didn't
It's funny. It's gas station. Yeah.
didn't see it. Didn't understand. I mean, I didn't know. Fast forward, we did come to the we did came to the gym
Back
later on.
together. Yeah, we
we
did
actually-
back together.
You know, yeah, I don't want to be embarrassed, so I'm not even going to say who's doing.
No, but like he put us through the ringer. Me, him, Blessing, and Quentin. He
No,
put us through the ringer. I remember.
This dude was strong as hell. He was young, and you know, here's the thing:
Yeah,
you meet a lot of people.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. Like now, you know, you're training, you're hopeful, you're working hard, you're hopeful that you're making all the right decisions you can make with the development of your career, your ability to see the other business success on the other side of this thing.
yeah.
You don't want to be no athlete in that position wants to be the dumb athlete that
of course.
missed their opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, so because you're hungry and because this is now is the time and you don't want to leave any stone left unturned.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, there's so many people that are coming to you, so many people that are talking to you, so many people that will waste your time. That at the same time, how do you keep yourself and save your energy, so that you can have more of it available to you to use it when you need it most, to be effective as you want to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like a lot of people you meet in the game and they're saying they're coming up, they want to do what they want to do, and then you see 15 years go by, you never see them materialize.
Yeah,
like,
you never
well,
see who
was that guy? I don't even know. Okay, whatever. People have forgotten about him well before he even existed.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, you meet someone and they you know, like, God damn, who is this dude? You know, like, we trained that day, and yeah, you were. It was like a rare blend of a lot of stuff. But then again, there's a whole lot of people that, you know, you would expect over the years that, yeah, I remember that guy that I knew, that I really thought was, and I didn't know, so you don't know. You say something encouraging and keep it moving, you know. But then fast forward, shit, the next time I heard anything,
the next year,
like, dude was like, "Hey, oh shit, that's that guy."
That's it.
Like, hey, okay. And just before I could fucking forget, and it was like, boom, that's that guy again. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? And oh snap, I guess this is, and it's through your actions that you identify yourself to be the real deal.
Yeah.
And of course, it's exciting to see.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of those things where, you know, I have to stand corrected. It's like, all right, yo, so definitely get that information, because the information is everything. But then there's so much information sometimes it be like too much. Like now, we talking a lot, bruh.
Yeah.
I know you was trying to get that rest up.
No. I'm like I said, I like feeding on knowledge and information. So it's a good thing, because I don't know when I'll see you again to get this. You know what I mean? It might be over there in Florida or someplace else, but for now, I have to grab onto the opportunity and get everything I need, and use it as a tool to work and process.
Do you do step ups?
No, but I'll start like doing it.
Yo, man.
Yeah, you told me already. Can I say yeah or put it in?
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Here, let's do this.
Yeah.
Can we do some step ups?
Sure.
Right?
Of course, no problem.
In my mind, I have like all this shit I would want to do. All we could do. You'd almost need like a week to try to, you know. But I did it technically. You know, there's a lot of things you probably don't even end up doing justice to the theory of, because those three movements that we just did, I would do as a chain, a superset. You know, a giant set. You know, I come from a time and a place in the gym we didn't have a whole lot of elaborate shit. You had like that. You know, you had. Now you got 15 different leg curl machines.
Lots
you know,
of them,
you showed me a hoist, a hoist.
Cause on the floor is just like tap and pop. You know what I mean?
Oh, she's saying bigger range of motion.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. By using the bend hook, you can have a more depth, like more depth in, and then you pop, and then you have like a double squeeze.
Shit.
Yeah.
Brother, if you're already doing that, then I'm gonna back the fuck up, because I might be talking shit. You know what I mean?
No. I'm just talking about.
You ever have somebody come to you and be like, "Yo, man, if I were you, I'd do this," and like, "Yeah, I already been doing that," and it's like, "Oh, well, let me just shut the fuck up then, because maybe I don't know what to talk."
No, I'm just saying, like, because as you said, it's but then a process that, okay, how about if I put on extra? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thinking like that is how you got to where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Challenging yourself.
Yeah.
You know, taking it a step further. You know what I mean? So, by all means, I would not want to discourage that. You know, and I think you're absolutely on to something great when you say what you just said. I guess the best thing I would want to say to you right now is to continue to think in those directions, because that is where that hip abduction is not. Somebody would probably discourage you and say that's overtraining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's too many reps. That's too much volume. That's too much. You're going to lose muscle. You're going to lose size by doing that. I've learned that wasn't the case. You know what I mean? If anything, that becomes a lot of times that is the defining line that separates the people that are going to have to hang out at mediocrity and those people that are able to go beyond. You know what I mean? Sometimes it rests right in the idea of who's willing to work. You know, and sometimes when people say, "Oh, well, that's too much," they're really saying, "I'm not willing to work that hard." You know what I mean? And if you are able to say, "Yes, I am. This means that much to me. I'll do that and break no sweat about it." You know, Beanos, what's up, brother? Good morning.
How you doing? Good.
Yes.
How are you, bro? You good,
bro?
sir? Very good, bro. Awesome. Yeah.
Then that's ultimately why you're able to get where you are. And those of you like me are standing where I am, looking at you going, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." You're a bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna hold you up. You're gonna get out of here. But those step ups with that abduction, sometimes people say, "Yo, man, I thought we were gonna train legs today." But if we were doing that and they saw us do it, they'd say, "Okay, they're training legs."
They're training legs.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a leg session though.
It's not legs. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. As you continue to aspire up and you're able to do more because you want to improve, what happens is people will see you while you're doing more and say to themselves, "Well, what you're doing is too much."
It's too much.
But when they see you achieve, they go, "Well, that's why he is where he is." You know?
Yeah.
And the haters will say, oh yeah, but I can have that too if I just did the other stuff. It's like,
Or take his other stuff he's taking.
right.
Yeah, I know. I've been there. I know. Listen, like 2 days, on Wednesday, I switched up my routine from Dirty Diana to the one I did to the Loic bending lights. Wednesday, 2 days before the prejudging. Why? Because I couldn't get this stuff, yeah, from the back. From the back. I was so pissed off with myself. I'm like, fuck this. Just one move. Just this. Just this one. I couldn't get was washed, and I can only have my lower back, but I couldn't have the thickness here. So I'm like,
He said that
it has to be complete, else it wouldn't have that effect.
All right, y'all, it's your boy Kizzy K with the AKA. I'm not Minikai. I'm talking about being King Kai, but right now we're talking about a king up in this place, the king of this here spot, the king of the castle. I mean, I don't even know, y'all. I'm just talking about Andrew Jack. There's a lot going on here.
I'm just a guest here.
Oh, stop playing, man.
It's my home. It's my home, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm just a guest. I'm still a guest.
Oh, man. Anyway, we got a good thing going on here. I got a chance to do a little bit of training with the king today. We did a little bit of, you call it glutes?
And hamstrings.
Hamstring, glutes. All right, yeah. Yeah, we told y'all legs, so I feel I got a little bit of that. But we didn't get a chance to squat. We didn't get a chance to leg press. We didn't get a chance to do no walking lunges. Man, we still got some work to do, bro.
Lots of work to do.
Man, so we got to do this again.
Yes, sir.
All right, but on that note, we just wanted to make sure that we spoke to you guys, let you know, get a bird's eye view of what's going on. In this case, over my shoulder, as we look up. Nah, I'm just kidding. But we had a great time training with the king. Brother, is there anything you want to say to anybody out there that's getting a chance to tune into us for the first time?
Keep locked on this channel.
Oh, shit.
Stay updated.
I like that.
Consistent post upload. Keep you guys well educated, informed, knowledgeable.
Oh, snap.
Just follow and you won't drift from your path to success.
Oh, hey, there's a lot you just said, brother. That's like, can I read that somewhere? Maybe we should do an ebook.
On the caption.
Oh, there you go. That's what's up. All right, Minikai, make sure you take notes. On that note, we had Venus One Gym. We got a chance to do some really awesome training today. I'm going to put this in my notebook, man. One of those things in my bucket list. I don't believe in bucket lists. You believe in bucket lists?
No.
No? Just work together.
Just work together.
Get it done.
Yeah.
That's what I like that.
Yeah.
All right, man, we're going to put this to rest. We're going to make sure we do this again.
Yes, sir.
And if you're just tuning in at home, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to do something else.
Yeah.
Real soon.
100%. For sure.
All
I'm
right.
still in school. School hasn't graduated for me yet. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, too, because I want to be in school, too. And I hope to learn. Learning is good, and reading is fundamental, and all that other good stuff. So let's keep it going. And if you're just tuning in, we are signing off. Your boy K with the AKA, Mr. Getting It Done, with none other than the king, Andrew Jack.
Yes, sir.
Till next time, let's keep it positive. Let's keep encouraging each other. We're out of here. Peace.
Yes. Subscribe.
Oh, I like it.